Hey everybody, it's your boy, Julian the Turtle, back at it again with some bullshit you won't like. I've been missing for what, 5 months? It's better than 8 though. We're slowly getting towards a consistent upload schedule. Baby step, we're getting there. What can I say? The insatiable hunger of my humongous laziness cannot be fulfilled. You know that there's a problem with fucking JonTron uploads more often than you. I can't blame this on lack of ideas either, since there's been plenty of topics that most people would have talked about. But hey, I ain't most people, am I? Fuck, I don't even know if I am people. New Year, say fucking me, I guess. But enough about me, because there's something that needs to be talked about, since today's topic is really near to my cold-blooded heart. Anyone who knows me knows that I love the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The first Iron Man came out when I was 9 or something. I practically grew up with it, and it pains me to think that it all might go to shit. That's right, today we're talking about Brie Larson and all the shit show around the upcoming movie Captain Marvel, in this episode of Julian the Turtle Talks Shit on Feminism Media. Now this movie is Marvel's first female solo film, which since we had Wonder Woman already, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. But fuck if it is, because it looks like Captain Marvel isn't only the first female superhero, it's like she's the first woman ever. There hasn't been another one before. Now usually this kind of stupidity and virtue signaling on modern media doesn't come from the media itself, but from the target audience around that media. This is our thing! If you're not part of this specific group, you can't watch this! Empowerment! A very close example of this will be Academy Award winner Black Panther. This movie was very racially charged, and the internet went complete full retard because of it. People seeing things like, white people can't watch Black Panther? Black people only showings! White critics can't give their opinion! Everyone is racist! And then everyone inflated the review so much to the point that according to Rotten Tomatoes, Black Panther is the best movie ever made to this very day. Your favorite movie? It's fucking trash compared to Black Panther. You see this rhino? This rhino was nominated for an Oscar. But even still, at no point the cast or crew of the movie condoned this kind of behavior. But in the case of Captain Marvel, the whole shit show around it came from the main actress, the director, and overall the advertisement for it. It's been pretty clear that they've been portraying Captain Marvel as the last hope for the Avengers, the one strong enough to defeat Papa Thanos. We know it ain't fucking true, but still. The literal last thing we see in Infinity War is Nick Fury calling her, when everyone else fails, she will succeed. Yeah, fuck that. But the movie itself is not the problem here. I mean, they did pull sneaky on us making the movie come out after Infinity War and a literal month before Avengers Endgame. So if you're at all invested in this universe, you're pretty much obligated to watch this film in theaters to get some context on who the fuck this bitch is and why you should care. But the biggest outrage surrounding this movie comes from Brie Larson, the main actress herself, spinning her anti-white male agenda, and the director of the movie recently confirming that this in fact is a feminist movie. Yes, this is exactly what I want in my movies. Being looked down by some self-entitled little twat that hates me because of the way I was born. I mean, technically she doesn't hate me specifically, she hates other group of people with no control over the way they were born. Yeah, Brie Larson says some shit about how she wants less white men on her press, and that she doesn't want to hear what an old white male critics have to say about movies that weren't made for them. So yeah, basically if you're not the target audience, you can't have an opinion. She did try to do some damage control on this, saying that she didn't want less whites but more people of color. No one will get their chair taken away, there will be more chairs at the table. And well, to be honest with you darling, the table isn't big enough. You can't have infinite reporters. In your perfect world, someone is gonna have to lose their chair. And all of this had some huge backlash, right? To the point that Rotten Tomatoes, yes, again, had to change their entire website to remove the I'm not interested button, because Captain Marvel's want to see score reached to 27%, which has never happened for a Marvel movie. They couldn't fathom the fact that people didn't want to see a highly politicized movie about a character's worst iteration that literally nobody likes, played by a woman that's less charismatic than Vin Diesel's left nipple. And people might say, Julian, the cast of the MCU are hardly leftists and constantly throw their political views on social media. Have you seen Chris Evans' Twitter? Why is this any more important? Yes, I am aware of this. I mean, the fucking Avengers did an anti-Trump ad back in 2016. Remember that? I bet you don't, because that came out after Civil War, which was the best movie they had produced at the time. So no one really fucking cared. These actors didn't become vocal about their political views until the MCU was well established. Brie Larson couldn't wait for her fucking movie to come out. I don't want this movie to bomb, but at the same time I really do. Because I want Disney to know that if this is gonna become the norm, first with James Gunn being fired over some dumb shit and now this, we don't want none of that shit. There is a right way to make movies like this. I mean, look at Wonder Woman. DC, who was making all the wrong decisions with their universe, made something great. Not only because the movie itself was great, but because they had a chance to capitalize on the first female superhero movie angle. And they didn't. They had none of that shit because they didn't want anyone to be discouraged from watching the film. Brie Larson is trying to alienate a big general portion of the MCU's fanbase, which is honestly
not a great plan.
I'm personally going to watch the movie because I ain't pirating this movie on shitty quality. I'm a classy pirate. Besides, for all I know, the movie might end up being a Black Panther case of being alright. And I also need the context for Endgame. And when it comes to it, I only have the Russo brothers to trust. The ones who gave us 3 of the best superhero movies probably ever. And that they're gonna have good enough judgment not to waste 10 years of character development for this one twat that we're announcing a literal month before the grand finale. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go and watch Shazam.
Now